Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. So today I want to be talking about living in the end. And I know that many of you, whether you are new or seasoned to Neville Goddard, you've heard this term about living in the end and persisting. Okay. And that is what we're going to be talking about on how you actually can do. Because I know so many of you, and I know this is me, totally me, how I used to be too, is I want instructions. I want to know, what am I supposed to be doing, right? Living in the end, or that people call it the in-between period kind of feeling, right? So instead of you feeling like you're sitting around waiting and dilly-dallying and wondering where your stuff is or what you're supposed to be doing, that is what I'm going to be talking about. And I'm going to give you literal concrete things for you to be doing that are living in the end. Okay. So, but before I get started, if you're new, thank you for being here. Welcome. My name is Rose, and I am a success and confidence coach. And I teach people, I don't tell people, I just share it. I teach people how to get out of their own way so that they can have the life that they dream of, and whatever that means: love, relationships, money, success, career, business, whatever it is that you're seeking, it's all the same, right? You have to be confident within yourself for you to proceed and believe that you can have whatever it is that you're wanting. Okay, so confidence within is your golden ticket. And a lot of people struggle with it. And I've said this before, self-confidence is a multi-million-dollar industry where people will do anything to feel confident in themselves, even a little tiny bit. And so building your self-confidence is where it's at, okay? It's the foundation, it's the starting point where you want to build a business, build a relationship, build anything. You want to build it off of having the confidence in yourself that you can succeed at anything that you want to do or have, okay? And this includes manifesting, okay? Because people that struggle with manifesting, and I know it used to be me, it's like I didn't have the confidence in myself. So what makes me think that I was going to be able to be confident in deliberately manifesting things? Because we're manifesting 24/7. Whether you believe in yourself or you're not, you are manifesting, okay? So when we learn about deliberate manifesting, that is where people start doubting themselves, or what's really inside starts surfacing. And that is the best way for me to segue into this, is that many of you, and I know me, most of us wake up to, or we are coming to the information about law of attraction and manifesting and those kind of things for different reasons in our life, okay? And what I have learned, and this is my personal experience and that of many, many clients that I have worked with, that this awakening, right, is that the focus all along was supposed to be on you, okay? That you were supposed to be enjoying your life, having what you want, having it your way, and focusing on you and knowing that you are the provider of all of it, okay? So what I have learned more and more is that manifesting requires you to put 100% focus on you. Even Neville Goddard said, change your conception of yourself and you will change the world that you live in automatically, okay? I'm going to keep saying that because I think, to me, those were the words of Neville Goddard that spoke greatly to me, is change the conception of yourself. And I didn't get it. It just sounded like words. But when I actually got it, right, when I'm like, wait a minute, he doesn't really get too into detail about what it means. And I'm like, well, he's saying change your self-image, change the way you see yourself. And the way that you see yourself is a way that the world automatically changes to conform to you. I have so many success stories of my own and of clients all the time, daily, of how, like, I just got off the phone with a client right now, and she was telling me that she's been working on changing her self-concept just for the last couple of weeks. And she said the changes with her relationships, romantic and professional and otherwise, have just like changed so much for the better. She's like, and all I'm doing is focusing on me. And I said, yes, exactly. That's what Neville says. The world automatically changes to conform to reflect the new beliefs about yourself, or he says, and how you value yourself. Okay. So yesterday I did a video about I talked about choice theory and how that you can master your emotions. And why is this important? Because many people want to react to circumstances, and you are not a little Chihuahua or Pomeranian or a little puppy that just automatically reacts to things. Okay. You don't have to just let yourself react to circumstances. No, you can master your emotions and be in charge of and decide when you react and how you react to everything and everyone in your life. No one is making you have a thought, and no one's making you have a feeling. Instead, we get to choose how we feel. We get to choose. And coming from that place of power, you will notice that you are like, okay, whatever, doesn't matter. You become like, I don't want to say non-reactive, but you really don't care what's happening. And even if you react, you don't even care that you reacted, because you already know that you're confident and that everything goes your way anyway. So this is where I want to really dive in a little bit deeper. And yesterday in the video, I talked about 5 basic human needs that I talked about. So when you're living in the end of your wish fulfilled, okay, what you're doing is you are behaving, you're being as if you are that person. Doesn't matter what it is that you desire, whether it's a manifestation or you're thinking about a goal or something you want to achieve, whatever it is that you desire, okay, that our job is to be that person that has it. In other words, living in the end of, I already have it. So if you ask yourself, how would you be? Okay, this is where your mind wants to go. And a lot of people say, we're like, just think about what would you be thinking or what would you be feeling if you already had it. And people have like these little, kind of like dumbfounded looks on their face when I ask that question, or I see it in other people's Facebook groups or in other YouTube videos. People are still confused of like living in the end and how do I stay there? Okay, so this is what I want to help you guys out with. So give you some more ideas. Hello, Lisa. So the 5 basic needs that I talked about, what you're wanting to do is, let's say you imagine something, you've persisted something, you're like, okay, I already know I'm going to get this. Okay. So the person that already has their desire is going to be living their life. You're going to continue to live your life no matter what. So if you feel like you're waiting for your desire, your manifestation to externalize, that means that you are not living in the end. Because if you are living in the end, you're not waiting. You are just living your life. So before you even had the desire for this thing, and after you receive your desire for your thing, you're still going to have a life to live that you need to nurture and satisfy and give attention and love to. And this is all what you wanted to focus on from within. So think about it. If you already had whatever it is that you have manifested within, okay, this is automatic. Remember, the manifestation just happens automatically, right? You already have it. You are going to be focused on your life still, okay? So you get the car, the person, the job, the house, the whatever, right? You still have to take care of yourself. You still have your life to live. And what people do is they put so much focus and pressure on the manifestation happening, right? Externalizing in their world, that they stop living their life. They stop taking care of themselves. They stop taking care of their needs. So this is not living in the end. This is like kind of like holding your breath and waiting for the thing to arrive. And if that's what you're doing, then you're not living in the end. Okay. You can change this. Okay. You can change this really fast. So you have to be real honest with yourself. You can't fake pretend to live in the end, because be honest with yourself. If you've been telling yourself you're living in the end and you're trying to force yourself to live in the end, ask yourself, has it worked for me? And if the answer is no, because you might not see any movement or you don't have your desire, then you want to do something different. Okay. Yesterday I talked about you can change what you're doing or you change what you're thinking. So if it's not working for you, then you need to do something different. Okay. And that is what I'm going to offer you today. So yesterday's video, I talked about that there's 5 basic human needs. And this is according to Dr. Glasser's choice theory. And the 5 basic needs are fun, power, survival, love, and wait a minute. I said fun, love, power, survival, and freedom. So let's take each one of these, okay? So let's say that you've been holding your breath and you're not living in the end. And even if you're not, and you're just like, you know what, I need to focus on me because living in the end means I'm taking care of my business, I'm taking care of me, and I'm taking care of what I got to do, okay? So what this looks like is you ask yourself in each of these areas of my life, I asked you yesterday to write them down and ask yourself in these 5 areas of my life, where am I lacking? Where do I feel like I'm lacking? Where do I feel like it's dialed down? So for example, love. We all have the need for love and connectedness, okay? So if you're manifesting a person or a dog or whatever, in the meantime, how can you feel more love and connected with yourself? Okay, this could be done through meditation, taking care of you. It could be you taking yourself on a date night. It could be pampering yourself. It could be you hanging out with friends. It could be calling mom. It could be making new friends, checking in on neighbors, right? You can feel connected through volunteering. You can give to others. You can feel connection to others, okay? The goal here is for you to stop feeling lack, that you're missing something, that something's not here. So you are fulfilling each of the core areas of your life on your own without that manifestation being here. I want you to show yourself how you don't need it for you to feel okay right now. So this is what you want to do. So if you look at your love and connectedness in your life and you're feeling lonely or you're feeling like no one loves you or you blah, 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 whatever it is, right? Then you dial up the connection between you and people. You can volunteer with pets. You can do so many things to find ways to fill yourself up with feeling love and connection. Okay. The other is survival. Okay. That is a primary one. That is food, water, and shelter. Okay. So if you're like, oh my God, I don't have a job right now, or you're worried about your rent, or these are basic things, okay, about food and water, basic things, okay? So this is what you want to be focused on. You're like, okay, what can I do? Do I need to go apply for other jobs right now? Do I want to, knowing that your manifestation is already done deal, okay? I'm talking about what you would be doing living in the end, okay? You can apply for jobs, you can meal plan, you can do budgeting, whatever it is for right now that you can do to help yourself feel okay in these 5 area of needs, because this is putting you in a feeling of I'm taking care of myself, I'm taking care of my life, I'm taking care of everything, because this is going to give you the feeling of stability, of security, that I'm okay. But when we ignore these areas of our life, we don't feel okay and we scramble and we're like, where's my manifestation? So this helps you detach from feeling like you need this thing to manifest. Now, I don't want you to feel that. I want you guys to feel what it's like to live in the end, because when you have your thing, you're not going to be worried, attached, and lacking and waiting. You're going to be taking care of your business. So, hi, Erin. Hi, Miha. So, okay, so that's for survival. Now let's move to fun. All right, so if you're not having fun in your life, then ask yourself, why am I not having any fun? Maybe fun is watching funny movies, or you're going to learn a language, or you're going to pet walk, or you're going to go adopt a pet, or you're going to do something fun for yourself, okay? Maybe it's hanging out with friends, or taking off on a weekend road trip, or trying something completely different. Like, ask yourself, how can I have more fun in my life? I don't need this manifestation to happen for me to have fun. Remember, we're meeting our own needs, okay? The next one is power, okay? Power means we all have the need for power to feel achievement, that we're achieving and succeeding in something, okay? This you can obtain with so many things, like you can goal set something. Maybe it's a health goal or exercise goal. Maybe you want to be a part of a program in your community, or volunteer where you feel like you're a part of building something and you're All of these kind of things gives you the sense of power and achievement, so that you're not waiting around for the money or the thing to give you the sense of power and achievement. This again is meeting one of your basic needs. Okay. And then finally we have the freedom. That is the fifth need that we all have, is like the sense of freedom. And what does that mean? Freedom to choose, freedom to have what we want, to go where we want, to do what we want. Okay. If you're a really structured person and you're like so routine and you're not used to exploring and doing new things or trying new things, try new things, change up your routine, do something different, feel the freedom in choosing new things, going a different route, right? If somebody tells you that you don't look good in blue, then wear blue anyway, right? Feel the freedom of doing whatever the hell you want. No matter what anyone tells you, you have the freedom to choose, you have the freedom to do whatever you want. So again, the reason why I'm bringing these 5 basic needs are because when I worked with people one-on-one for years, I would get into these 5 areas and ask them how they're doing in these areas of their life. And many times you'll notice that 1, 2, or 3, or 4 of them are doing great. And there's one area that is not, that's dialed down. So all your attention and focus will go to that 1 or 2 areas of your life that is not met. And usually this is where people are manifesting because they want it met. Makes sense, right? So, however, your desire is yours. It's promised, okay? But what you want to do is figure out a way to meet the need so that you feel fulfilled with it right now, not when that thing comes. So you don't want to be at the mercy of the manifestation. You want to feel fulfilled. That's living in the end. So you're giving it to yourself right now. So that's how you detach from the thing that you have manifested, and it will externalize. But you need to be living in the end. And this is such an easy way to feel fulfilled in these 5 areas of your life, by focusing on how can I give to myself in these areas of my life. It gives you something to do. It gives a mind something to do. It gives you something to focus on all the time, every day. Instead of waiting around or feeling like this thing's not here, then you're giving yourself fulfillment in these areas. Now, if you're fulfilling like power, like let's say that you're wanting, or let's say freedom, and you're wanting financial freedom, you can give yourself the feeling of freedom, okay, by choosing different things, by feeling free to come and go, to do your hair different, to feel freedom in choosing new things for yourself. And you're probably asking, well, what does that have anything to do with financial freedom, like me having money? It doesn't sound like it has anything to do with it, but it has everything to do with it, because you are living in the end of feeling free. You only have to feel, right, or be that freedom, so that the financial freedom, right, can just come right into your life. How? That's not your problem. Your problem, or your job rather, is to live in the end and remain there. Now, all of these things are going to be different from person to person, okay, because you all have different lives and live different parts of the world and have different routines and likes and dislikes, okay? So it's only going to be according to what you want to put in these things, and not everybody's going to have. What I would ask my clients is, like, I would write down these 5 core areas, these needs, and I'd ask them, like, from 1 to 5, which one ranks like you feel fulfilled, and then down to the one that you feel less fulfilled, okay? And then I would have them start at the one that they feel less fulfilled, because that's what's probably weighing you down the most, where you're feeling lack and like you don't have your desire. So you're going to hyper focus on what you don't have, because you're waiting for this thing to manifest so you feel fulfilled. Instead, we get creative, and I ask you, like, okay, well, let's list some ways that you can fulfill this need right now without that thing being here. Okay, so how can you feel loved? How can you feel connected? How can you give this to yourself? Do you see the same thing with money, power, freedom, fun, all of those things? It's like give it to yourself now and you will feel the fulfillment. How long do you do this? Forever. Forever, even after your desires are right in front of you and you have it, you don't ever stop focusing on you and noticing where you're feeling lack, where you're feeling a little down with. And then you turn around and you go within and you're like, how can I give it to myself? Because this takes away the pressure off of your partner, your business partner, money. It takes the pressure off of everything in and around you, and you don't give it the power. I can fulfill myself. I can meet my needs. And you're going to see that the more that you focus on you, that everything just starts easy peasy working out automatically. Okay. So I hope that this example makes sense, because yesterday it gave you an overall view of mastering your emotions. And today I wanted to dive deeper into these 5 areas of that we all have, the 5 human basic needs that we all have. And when you look at each of those areas, it gives you something to do and focus on besides the thing that you're manifesting on, besides watching, or reading about manifesting or being in Facebook groups about manifest. It's like, no, it's like, trust me, that it's great and all, but you don't want to put your effort and time into that. You want to put your time and effort into meeting your own needs right now. And the more that you do this, the more fulfilled you'll feel and the less attached you are to the things. And you'll see that this is like how they flow in faster. Okay. So let's see real quick. Hi guys. These past few days, it's been all over, grumpy. I want to be completely made over. Then I become stressed and started overthinking, looking for a fix. And I felt it's okay. So you had an off day. So what, Nikki? You can have off days. I have off days. We all have off days. We have off moments, off days, off weeks, whatever. There's no perfection. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be holy. You don't have to be happy and positive all the time. Okay, you're going to have off moments. Okay, it's how do you react to those off moments that matter. And remember the car little analogy that I drew, that you get to decide when you're feeling off, right? Notice, what am I focused on? What am I thinking about? Okay. And I can either change what I'm thinking or I can change what I'm doing. If you're sleeping with a nighttime meditation, the affirmations, right? You already know that your beliefs are being changed there. Okay. 2, you can also visualize you can do this any time of the day. It's like this. You can imagine yourself like right now. Take a moment right now if you want to, and you can close your eyes and imagine the best version of you. Like you're confident, you're happy, everything's going your way, you got everything that you want. It's like, how do you feel right in that moment? How do you feel? Capture that feeling really quick. And boom, you can visit that moment whatever the heck you want, okay? And again, from there, you're just like, okay, I just shifted because that's how fast I am, all right? And from there, you go to your thoughts or your action list, like I talked about yesterday, and you go to either one of those, and you're like, okay, now what do I want to do? How can I put the focus on me again? Okay. And then like today, if you missed the beginning of this video, watch it from the beginning, because I talk about the 5 basic human needs, and that when one of these 5 areas are lacking or they're like running low because you've neglected them for some reason or the other, right? Then you want to go into that area of your life and say, how can I give to myself in this area of my life so I can feel fulfilled right now? Okay. And this is where you want to go. So give yourself a break. If you're having an off day, off moment, off hour, whatever, don't dwell there. Pick yourself up and say, you know what? I don't want to spend any more time here. I'm going to honor my feelings. I'm human. I have them, but this is not taking me in the direction that I want to go in, because the woman or the guy that has it all does not act and feel like this. So how does she or he act? How does she feel? You can go into imagination too, right? You can affirm the new person. You can change your action. You can change your thoughts. Do you see? You have so many little tools that I'm giving you in all of these videos, so you're not stuck, because you're never stuck, okay? Hi, Mars. I've been suffering from really bad PMS. I would consider it to be PMDD. Can I have really bad few days that make me feel down about the effect Yes, it doesn't affect your manifesting. It doesn't matter. So what? So you have a little PMS. Whoop-de-doo. Big deal, right? One thing that I have done is you can just honor, this is your body, okay? You have human emotions and you have physiological feelings, okay? They're normal. They're part of the body, okay? But two, remember that you are also in charge of your body. So you can relax your body. You can do breathing. I have a playlist under playlist on my YouTube channel with breathing. When I'm having any kind of PMS, I just do breathing, right? And I imagine my body relaxed. I just do a body scan from head to toe, and I just do the lighter breathing, not the heavier breathing. There's a 10-minute breathing video that I have on there, and it's just water and breathing in and out for 10 minutes. And I just scan my body head to toe and imagine it relaxed. And I thank it for working. I thank my organs for working. I thank everything from my uterus for working. I thank everything on my hormones to being balanced. Just thank it. And I do that when I'm feeling a little off on those days, and that's okay. So you will notice that the more that you accept where you are, and then you love where you are by giving it love, right? Giving your girly area some love, okay? It's okay. You can't mess it up. Nothing that you do, say, or think can mess up your desires. Everything is already yours, okay? Nothing can mess it up. Only you believing that you can mess it up will mess it up, because you're that powerful, all right? So, Erin, what if my manifestation is to have self-confidence? What would be a good exercise? Well, the sleep meditations, for one, continue those, persist in those all the time, okay? Also, the 5 needs that I just talked about, I don't know if you saw me talking about all 5. I would go into those 5 basic needs, rewind the video, watch from the beginning, I explain them in detail, and ask yourself, how can I give myself more in this area? How can I give myself more in this area, in this area, in this area, in this area? And what you're doing is, the more that you focus on giving to yourself and focusing on yourself, you're going to notice your self-confidence keeps going up. Self-confidence is really just being aware of yourself, aware of your thoughts, aware of your feelings, aware of your reactions, right? And being okay, being yourself. I have a little course that's just called It's Easy Being Me. And I made that last year sometime, but it really is about being self-confidence you build by accepting yourself. You're I don't care if anybody doesn't like what I'm wearing. I like it. I don't care if anybody doesn't like what I'm eating. I'm eating it. I like it. I don't care if anyone else doesn't like who I'm with. I like them, right? I don't care about what anybody says to me about my hair or my shoes or my car. I like them. So this is building self-confidence, is you accepting you, okay? You accepting yourself and you being yourself and being happy with being yourself. So keep focusing on those things, okay? Yes, you do got this, Nikki. So what? Bad days. So I have bad days. You guys do realize that I have off moments too, right? Okay, so I have my off moments, and we all do, okay? We all do. We have off moments, and you don't have to, when you're in those moments, you're just you know what? I don't care. This is how I'm feeling right now, and it doesn't matter, because I've already proven to myself I can manifest. I've already proven to myself I'm working on my beliefs. I'm working that I am worthy. I'm working on my self-concept. I know that I get whatever I want, and I'm just going to keep focusing on me. I'm going to fight for me. I'm never giving up on me. So if I'm grumpy, angry, sad, cranky, anxious, whatever it is, I am not giving up on me ever. I am worth it. So I can have my off moments. Go ahead, cry girl, wipe your little boogies off. Like I wrote in my little community tab today. It's like, I don't care. Be you, be yourself. It's okay. All right. And you just keep focusing on you, that you're worthy, you're wonderful, you're beautiful, you're handsome, you're sexy, you're confident. You got this. I'm secure. Okay. You're welcome, Mars. Just go easy on yourself, love. Fonso, hello, do you remember me? I used to be in your live on Instagram. Oh, I think so. It's been a while. I haven't done lives for a while. So, yeah. Welcome and thanks for being here. A Rosy Life. Yes, Bluebird. I love that you are so attentive to us. You are worth 1,000, Rosie. Aw, thank you. You're phenomenal. I've seen good movement with my SP. She says she has a lot of love in her heart for me, and I know she loves me, but she needs to work on herself and still needs more space. Give it to her. You just tell that person, you know what, go ahead and take all the time you need because I'm amazing and I'm loving myself over here too. So I want you to love yourself so much like I love myself, because the more that I love me, the more you're going to love me too. And everything is good. I'm not in a hurry. I know who I am and I know I get whatever I want. So go ahead, take your time. I'm good. I have my whole life thing going on over here. I have all these things going on. Remember, 5 basic needs. Okay. Fun, love, freedom, power, survival. This is why I'm giving these to you guys. So when someone's over here telling you something, you're like, it's all good. I have all this stuff that I have. It needs my attention, right? How can I feel more powerful and more achievement today, right? How can I feel more freedom? How can I have more fun today for myself? But you see, this is why I'm giving you guys this, so that you guys are just like, I don't need that. I don't need you. I'm over here building my life, building my empire, and making myself happy, fulfilling my needs from within, because I don't want to be reliant on anyone or anything for my happiness. Got it? Yeah, so true. Thank you, Rosie. The affirmation meditation helps so much. Yeah, so Mars, I hope you just heard what I said. Keep doing that nighttime meditation. Get persistent on those. Like, do not let up. I say 21, 30 days, but I say keep doing them until you see results, until you feel every single thing that I'm saying on those meditations, because your subconscious mind, okay, is going to want to reject them and fight and push back by being grumpy. This sometimes happens to me too. It's like during the day you'll be grumpy and you'll feel off and you'll feel crying and you'll feel like you're having bad dreams and all these things, because you're shifting, you're moving, you're going from here to here. Well, there's a little bridge that happens getting over here, okay? So you're shifting. And by the way, during this shift, it doesn't mean that you won't manifest. You are going to manifest. You can manifesting. But regardless of the manifestation, okay, you keep persisting and going over here until you're just like, I don't know who that is, this girl and this guy. I no clue. God, feels like 1,000 years ago. Who is it? I don't know. I don't care. I'm feeling so good now. Just see, I'm feeling myself. I love that song. I have that song stuck in my head today. So this is what you do. You persist. That no matter what comes into your life, no matter what leaves your life, no matter what wants to come visit, what wants to leave, doesn't matter. I do not get distracted by anything or anyone, because I am, for once and for all, going to be this confident, trusting, loving, secure person that knows I get whatever the hell I want, because I don't want to go back to being this person who's a victim, powerless, waiting for a breadcrumb of affection or a handout from anyone. I want to know, I want to fully be in my power, and I'm going to make this my lifelong, always practice. So this is something that you don't ever want to stop. You don't ever want to stop making yourself a priority, ever, ever. Always, you come first, and everything and everyone must conform automatically the changes that you are within. Okay. So if you guys missed the beginning of this video where I talk about those 5 basic needs, all right, this is what I'm going to be referring to in future videos. I'm going to ask you to look at your 5 basic needs, because this is going to be a tool that I want you guys to keep referring to. You're like, let me scan these areas of my life and see where it's like level down, and how can I give to myself in this area right now? Okay, don't need anyone or anything to appear for me to give to myself in this area right now. I'm going to go give this to myself. I'm going to go feel this right now. Okay. So, all right, you guys, I do offer email coaching for those of you who are new to my channel. And if you have any questions, you can always drop me a note. Okay. And thank you for liking and sharing my videos. All right. Oh, Esty. You're welcome. Yeah, here I am. So, all right, you guys, I will see you soon. All right, bye.